Neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
You wanted attention, here it is.
Yeah, give me a break. I said I'd study later.
Scott, I'm trying to study now.
Nikki, let's just get a few facts straight. I live here. If I want to play my guitar, I will. What are you worried about the exams for anyway? You're just going to coast you.
Well, so would you if you'd stop worrying about Charlene and Lucy.
Yeah, well, they say you need to release tension, and look, this is what I'm trying to do.
Oh, you're stalling, Scott. Look, you've got maths coming up. You should be studying. Let's get stuck into this trigonometry.
I've already tried. Okay? I mean, it's these formulas. I may as well be Russian.
Don't try and learn them all at once. Take it one at a time. And where are you up to?
Just...
Lucy.
By the step. Yeah, by the step. Lucy, you're home.
Hi, Scott.
How do you feel?
I'm okay. I've got hysterical blindness.
I'll explain that to you later. I think you should go straight to bed, young lady.
Oh, Dad, I'm tired of bed. Can I stay out here?
Well, I suppose it won't do any harm.
Lucy, I've got all your stuffed toys lined up, and I'm going to read you some of your favourite stories this afternoon, if you want.
Just ease off, Scott. Let Lucy have a chance to settle in.
Yeah, I just wanted to...
Ease up.
Dad, it was an accident. I didn't know this thing was going to happen. I mean, how many times do I have to tell everyone?
You shouldn't have made me go out when I was sick. I did have a temperature. It's a virus. But it's not as bad as being blind.
Yeah, I know. I feel rotten about it. Lucy, I won't ever not believe you again. Friends?
All right, I forgive you.
Great. How about I make you hot chocolate with lots of melted marshmallows on top, just the way you like it, hey?
Pink one?
Yep, for sure.
Like a coffee?
No, thanks. I won't take up much of your time. I just wanted you to know that I do appreciate you keeping me on at the waterhole in view of Adelaide.
Yeah, well, nobody's perfect, mate. Anyway, you've worked well for me in the past. Besides, Charlene would never have let me hear the end of it if I did let you go.
Well, I'm very grateful for the second chance.
Yeah. Anyway, that's small fish. I was going to contact you anyway. About the house. Well, since we're looking to sell off a few of the assets to improve our liquidity, and in view of the fact that you seem keen to stay on in Ramsay Street, I was wondering if you'd like to make our dealings a little more permanent.
Well, a longer lease, you mean?
Buying the property outright.
Oh, Paul, I wish I could, but I'm afraid that's out of the question.
Well, I did want to give you first right of refusal. You see, my decision to sell won't change.
But you wouldn't. I mean, where would we go? I thought you and I had an understanding.
We do.
But I can't afford to buy it, you know that.
Look, the values have come up with what I think is a pretty reasonable price. Have a look for yourself.
Oh, that may seem reasonable to you, Paul, but to me that's a king's ransom. I can't lay my hands on that sort of money.
What about banks or finance companies?
Oh, they demand security, guaranteed employment. No, it's out of the question.
Madge, don't you see? The house is your security. And as far as employment, well, I'm prepared to guarantee a job here at Lassiter's.
Well, that's very flattering, Paul, but
you need time to think.
Yes.
Well, that's only fair. Look, take the file home with you. Get a solicitor to give it the once-over. Talk it over with your family.
Oh, it's just such an enormous amount of money.
Well, nothing comes easily, Madge. Look, I'll need a decision by early next week.
Yes, of course, I understand.
I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
Do the doctors know how long it will be until Lucy can see him?
No.
Well, they must have some idea. I mean, is it going to be weeks or months?
They say she could regain her sight once she's over the trauma. Until then, I'm afraid she'll just have to battle on.
Oh, right. So I'm supposed to live feeling bad about it. Dad, for the 100th time, I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that doesn't help Lucy much.
Look, I know Lucy's going through a tough time, but so am I. You just seem to think these exams are a piece of cake. I know at least a dozen kids that aren't handling it. I mean, there's the unemployment, competition to get into uni. It was different when you were at school.
You'll get through if you just keep your mind on what you're doing.
How can I when my own father's treating me like a criminal?
If you expect me to forgive you for what you did to Lucy,
Oh, right, look. I know what a disappointment I'm going to be to you, Gran, and the rest of this precious family if I don't get through. You won't listen to me apologise, will you? Well, maybe you listen to this. If I do fail my HSC, I'm going to have one person to blame. I'm afraid that's something you're going to have to live with.
Here you go, Luce. It's ham, your favourite.
Thanks, Nikki.
And for you.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know who has the harder maths to worry about, me or you.
All that training you do at school comes in handy, believe me.
Well, it mightn't be a bad idea if you could let Scott know that.
You think I've been a bit hard on him?
Well, he doesn't need any other distractions at the moment. And fighting with you isn't going to help him in his exams.
Other kids have problems too. I mean, look what you've had to cope with worrying about your mother. Scott has had all year to study. If he's not prepared now, then he's only got himself to blame.
Well, maybe he's realised that. I know how disappointed he is about English. He really wanted to do well. It's such a shame to see him ruin everything now. Well, Lucy's accident's bad enough.
Scott was left in charge.
Well, Ruth thought it was okay to leave Lucy with him. Any one of us could have made the same mistake he did.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help Lucy now.
No, but neither will any more tension around here. The sooner we can forget the accident, well, the greater her chances of forgetting it too, and getting over it. Sing out if you want any more coffee.
Or advice.
If it helps. Uncle Jim, I know it's not my place to butt in.
I'm glad that you made it your place.
I don't think I heard you straight.
Oh, it's no big deal. Just wanted to borrow the caravan for a couple of days.
Oh, yeah? What for?
So I can live there. Look, I just need to get out of the house while the exams are on. Dad's driving me crazy.
What makes you think I'm going to help you?
You're my brother.
Not exactly fighting fair. What's the alternative?
Well, I bomb out in all my exams, which means I've wasted the last 12 months. Not that Dad really cares. He's already written me off.
No, he hasn't. He's just upset about Lucy. That's all.
And I'm not. I mean, everyone seems to forget she's my sister. No one feels worse about what happened than I do. No one.
Yeah, I know that. And so does Dad when he settles down. Just... Look, the caravan's not the answer at the moment. Do you want me to talk to Dad?
No, it's my fault.
Then tough it out, mate. Look, you're going to be leaving home soon enough anyway, and it's no picnic, believe me.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I know I'm right. Now, how about shouting me a milkshake?
With what money? I mean,
you know I
do. Absolutely.
Want a bite?
No, thanks, Lucy. Now, about when you're in that drain...
Nikki made it. It's ham.
Do you really think this is going to work?
Clive seems to think there's a chance. He's been trained in this sort of thing, and right now I'm prepared to give anything a try.
Tell me about falling into the drain. There's nothing to be scared of now.
Can't we talk about something else?
Maybe, in a minute. It was very dark, wasn't it? And you were afraid to look around.
And wet too.
Can you remember anything you saw that scared you?
It was too dark. But I heard rats. I couldn't see them. And I thought nobody was coming for me. Thought I was going to be stuck in there forever.
Lucy, sometimes when we're scared, like you were in the drain, we don't want to see anything. It's what they call blacking things out. And sometimes that can last a long time, even after there's no reason to be scared anymore. But now you're safe with us again, so there's no reason to be scared. Isn't that right?
But I can't see. I still can't see.
It's all right, darling. It's all right. It's okay.
You think I'm doing this on purpose, don't you?
No one thinks that, sweetheart.
Who's that?
It's me, Lucy.
Ruth, you're gone a lot longer than you said.
I'm sorry, but I'm here now, and I need a big hug.
So do I.
Hey, you're shaking like a leaf. What's happened?
I'm all right now that you're here. I don't like it when you're not.
Well, I had to go shopping to buy you a very special present. Come here. Kneel down. There you are.
What is it?
It's a jewellery box. Open it up.
And a music box, too. I love it, but I can't see it.
You will, darling. You will.
That's why it's so special. You can listen to it until your eyes are better.
And in the meantime, you can imagine lots of things to go with the music.
I can see a ballerina.
Oh, yes, so can I, in a pretty pink choo-choo.
I had an aunt once, Auntie Mabel. She had a music box that played the William Tell Overture.
Don't tease Lucy, Clive.
It's true, and every time the overture reached its crescendo, you'll never guess what happened.
What?
A little man would stand up inside the box. He'd pull out a crossbow and he'd shoot Aunt Mabel right in the fruit basket.
I don't believe you, Clive.
True story.
Well, there's no little man inside this box. But I have got some bits and pieces of jewellery in my room. Perhaps you'd like to have them.
You mean like diamonds and rubies?
Well, almost. Come on, let's see what we can rustle up. There you go. That's it.
Well, you don't need me to help, Lucy. Ruth's done more good in 2 minutes than I could in a week.
Yeah. Right now, I'd say Ruth's the best medicine Lucy could hope for.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, somebody's in a good mood.
Well, it certainly isn't me. They said they'd send a serviceman 4 hours ago.
Why, something broken down?
Oh, this should be dismantled and used as a pop-up toaster. Useless thing. Shane's had a look at it. He can't figure out what's wrong. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Well, it's a favour, actually. I was wondering if you could tell me just how tight Des is with money lately. Oh, officially speaking, that is.
Oh, Madge, if you're short, I'm sure we could lend you some.
Oh, not some, a lot. Paul Robinson's given me first choice on a house.
Oh, a bank loan. Well, I'm sure Des can help. He's arranged one for Clive.
Oh.
Ha, speak of the devil.
Oh, he's not that bad.
Oh, ladies, what an oasis after the desert I've travelled today. Coffee! I must have coffee.
1 hump or 2.
I do the jokes, okay?
Sorry. I'm sorry about the coffee, too. Your girlfriend's gone on strike again.
She's running quite a temperature.
Clive, never mind the diagnosis. How do we fix it?
Sorry, I'm just a GP. Freud works the other side of the street.
Clive.
All right, I'll check her out, but psychoanalysis costs big bickies, and don't you forget it. Hey! Oh, are you... Ah.
Lucy certainly took a shine to that music box.
It'll help to keep her amused until she gets her eyesight back. Oh, let me see.
Oh, it's just a scratch.
Hold it under the tap.
Just a scratch.
Come on. Well, now's as good a time as any, I suppose. I'm flying home tomorrow. It's for the best, and I am looking forward to seeing my children again.
You're waiting for a reaction.
It isn't a trick, Jim. This time I won't back down.
Ruth, I told you how I
Jim,
feel.
please. I think we know where we stand. I'd like to think we'll part as friends, close friends.
Of course.
That's all I ask. I'd feel completely sure about going if it weren't for Lucy.
She's going to take it hard.
Don't remind me.
Well, she has to face facts sooner or later. Your life can't revolve around her. I'll try to make her understand.
Thank you. Well, let me get you something for that finger. May as well make myself useful while I'm still here.
Now, what's all this about Madge?
She wants money. Lots of money. She's trying to buy back her house from Paul. So I said she should see you, sort out all the paperwork, all that sort of thing.
Daph?
Well, you're always lending money to people you hardly even know. Madge is as safe as houses, so to speak.
It's not that simple.
What's so hard about it? I know her, you know her. The house has to be a good investment.
If Paul hasn't overpriced it, all these things are relevant. Daph, what do you think I do? Sit by my desk handing out cash to people with nice faces?
There you go, Clive, alone.
Well, Stefan, he's reliable. sometimes.
If he's reliable, I'm Chinese. Des, the man is talking to a machine.
Don't change the subject. Clive's young. He's got a career earning potential. Money lending's a serious business.
Well, be gentle with Madge. Apparently she's pretty desperate.
Yeah, I'll pop into to the water hole on my way back to the bank.
Follow me. Here we are. Enjoy your meal.
There you go, all finished.
You fixed it?
Another triumph for medical science, my dear Daphne. That patient is cured.
What was the problem?
It's what we in the medical profession term a loose screw.
Clive, just for once, can't you be serious?
No, I mean it was a loose screw. A few turns of my trusty scalpel blade, and voila, the machine, she is fixed, and there's the account.
$25?
I've got a few house calls to make.
Next time I see him, I'll kill him.
Right, you can listen to the stereo in here, darling.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm going to go up to the shop and buy you some ice cream.
Yeah? I'm not going to be on my own, am I?
No, Lucy, I'll be here.
Good. It's really scary when you're on your own and you can't see.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye, Dad.
Come and sit over here with me.
Can you put a record on for me?
In a minute.
Are you going to read me a story?
First, I thought we might have a talk about my little girl, Diane.
What about her?
It's her birthday in a couple of days. And she doesn't like to be left on her own either, particularly on a special day like her birthday.
But she lives in England.
Yes. And that's why I'm planning to fly home in the morning.
But you said...
There are plenty of people here to look after you, Lucy. There's your dad and Scott and Nicky, and your gran will be home soon.
But you promised you'd stay until I could see again. You crossed your heart.
I know, Lucy. But it isn't always possible to keep a promise.
But I need you. You're my special friend. And you promised you'd stay until I could see again. Please.
All right, Lucy. I'll stay. But only for the time being. My family needs me too.
Not as much as me.
I'll stay until your eyesight returns. And that's it. All right?
All right.
Good girl.
G'day, Madge.
Ah, name your poison, partner.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just something I saw in a late-night movie. Would you like a drink?
No, thanks anyway. Actually, Madge, Daphne's been telling me that you're meeting a loan.
My, the wheels of commerce do run smoothly. Don't tell me you've got the paperwork sorted out already.
No.
Oh, the interview, of course. Look, I could come in tomorrow if you like.
Madge, the bank won't be lending you any money.
But Daphne said that you'd get...
Daphne should have discussed it with me first. Now, this isn't easy to say, but you're what we term an unacceptable risk.
But, Des, I'd pay that money back every cent. I'd work my fingers to the bone if need be.
I have no doubt that you would. It just isn't on. Not for the amount that you'd be needing.
I see.
I know how much that house means to you,
But it's just wishful thinking, hmm?
If it was only up to me, I'd give you it. Sorry.
When it came to the crunch, I'm afraid I chickened out. I agreed to stay until her sight returns.
I must admit I'm relieved for Lucy's sake.
I have to go sometime, Jim. But Lucy shouldn't be the one to suffer. Here you are, Lucy. Just the way you like it. It's on the table.
Thank you.
There's the spoon. And I'll be back in a minute.
What flavour is it?
Taste it and find out.
Stupid thing.
It's all right, darling.
But you don't understand.
No, it was an accident, Lucy. Don't upset yourself. You have to get used to things until you can see again. Don't worry, I'll be with you till then.
Yeah, no real harm's been done, darling.
No, of course it hasn't.
It was an accident.
Yes, I shouldn't have left you.
I wish I could see again.
You will, darling. It'll take a little time, that's all. Just time.
And you promise you'll stay with me while I can't see?
That's a promise I won't break.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Oh, hello, Ray.
Evening, Madge. How are you, Shane?
Oh, late for work, so the boss lady was just telling me.
I thought you'd be in Wodonga by now, Ray.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a hold-up on some of the building materials, and I'm still trying to work it out. I'm hoping to take off in a few days. How's that bike of yours?
Put it this way. It's a challenge, all right?
Well, I'd best be off. I'll see you later, Shane. All the best, Ray.
Thanks, mate. See ya.
What'll it be, Ray?
I'll make it a juice on the wagon.
Oh, that's what Only Match told me. Have you two been blown?
Did she tell you that too?
No, things just seem a little bit tense.
Your Auntie Madge is a real decent sort.
So how come you stopped coming round to our place then?
I've been pretty busy. Anyway, I could be in Wodonga for quite a while. And Madge has a fair bit on her own plate.
Sure.
Where have you been? I was starting to worry.
The library studying. Got maths tomorrow.
Scott, Paul just rang. He said that you were thinking of leaving home.
Yeah, well, he's talked me out of it, so you don't have to worry.
You have to understand that what happened to Lucy could have been much more serious. Still, she's going to be all right, so if I've been a bit tough on you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, it hasn't done much for my exams, has it?
Well, you might have got off to a rough start, but put that behind you. You've studied hard on your maths. There's no reason why you can't make a good fist of it.
You got to be joking. I can't even get the basic formulas straight in my head.
Why don't you save the gloom and doom until after you see the paper? You might get a pleasant surprise.
I told you. I can't even remember the formulas. Without them, I'm gone.
Same again?
Thanks, mate.
I suppose all that hassle over Charlene and Warren didn't help things between you and Auntie Madge.
Nope.
I remember Mum and Dad used to do most of their fighting over Danny and me. You don't realise it when you're a kid how tough it is on your parents.
Yeah, well, that was a lot of the trouble, but the way things were, well, there didn't seem to be much point going on seeing each other.
I reckon you two are good for each other. Let's face it, any time now the kids are going to be through school and off doing their own thing.
There's more to it than that, mate. I think a lot of you aren't, and she's a woman I respect. But I never knew where I stood with her.
What do you mean?
Well, we'd be chugging along all right, then she'd start talking about Fred and how I reminded her of him, and every time she did it, well, it kind of stopped me in my tracks.
She had a pretty rough time with him.
Yeah, I know that. But I didn't like being told I was tarred with the same brush.
She can be a bit touchy, but don't hold it against her. She's got a heart of gold.
And she's done a great job of standing on her own 2 feet and taking care of Charlene. It hasn't been easy.
It's going to get harder, too.
How do you mean?
I only found this out this afternoon from Daphne, so don't let on that I told you, but... Well, she's really worried. See, now that the redevelopment's off, there's no reason for Paul to hang on to our house.
You don't mean to say that he's kicking you out?
He wants to sell, and he's given Auntie Madge first option.
Oh, but can she afford to pay?
What do you reckon?
If things had been different, I mean, well, I'd like to help out, but she'd never let me know.
Nah, don't suppose she would.
Right. Will you be all right on your own for a little while? I just want to help Ruth with the breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Lucy. Are you all right?
I can't find my favourite jewel.
Oh, let's see if I can. There it is. It really is very pretty. You'll think so too when you can see it for yourself. And I'm sure that won't be long now.
Then you'll go away.
Before I can even think of going anywhere, I have to get you all your breakfast. We're running very late this morning.
Hey, Dad, have you seen my calculator anywhere?
Check on my desk.
Oh,
Are you allowed to take calculators into the exam?
Yeah, you wouldn't really want to put the program one, so... Damn, what'd I do with it?
On the desk.
No.
I'll check your room.
Yeah.
Can you hurry Nikki up while you're there? Don't worry, we'll find it. I'll look in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, if I don't find it, I might as well forget about the massive exam.
Have a look on the television. You sometimes leave it there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it isn't there.
It is, under the magazine.
Oh, beauty, thanks. Lucy, how long have you been able to see? How could you do that? Don't you know how worried everyone is?
Ruth said she'd go as soon as I could see.
I'm trying to concentrate on my exams and you're letting everyone give me a hard time. I don't believe it. You could see all the time, couldn't you?
No, not before. I couldn't, Scott, honest.
You really want Ruth to stay, don't you?
More than anything else, the whole world.
You can't pretend forever. They're going to find out sooner or later, even if I don't tell them.
But you will.
Listen, I'll make you a deal. I won't say anything now, but if I get back from the exams and they still don't know, then I'm going to have to say something, okay? But I think you should. I mean, otherwise you're only going to end up hating yourself, huh?
Shane, how many times do I have to tell you to get that thing out of my kitchen?
I'm nearly finished.
I'm trying to clear up and get Charlene off to school. Look, take it out to the garage and that filthy rug with it. Here, give me that.
Okay, all right, keep your shirt on.
Would you like another cup of tea, love?
Oh, no thanks, Mum.
Good luck.
Oh, I'll need it.
I bet you do brilliantly.
Oh, that's it. If I don't know it now, I never will.
Oh, really? I wish you lot had learned to put lids on. Now I've got another mess to clean up.
I'll do it, Mum.
Don't worry, you've got enough on your plate.
And you're worrying about a lot more than spilt cheeks. It's about buying the house, isn't it?
Yes, well, I was pinning my hopes on Dare's being able to get me a bank loan.
Well, HSC's practically over. If we're both working, we should get a loan, no worries.
Jobs aren't all that easy to find, love.
Depends what you're looking for. I don't reckon it'll be hard to get a mechanic's apprenticeship.
Oh, you're not still on about that, are you?
Yeah, of course.
I was hoping you'd change your mind.
Mum, we made a deal. You promised I could choose.
Yes, I know, but Paul wants a decision on the house by next week. Anyway, I'm going to see the Building Society manager this afternoon. Maybe he'll be more helpful.
Turn on the old charm. Show a bit of leg. That should do the trick. I'm only joking. Good luck.
Same to you, love.
Hi, Jane.
Hi.
Can you give Mike a message for me, please?
Sure.
Can you tell him I'm running late and I'll meet him outside the school hall before the exam?
Okay. What's the problem?
Oh, Nan and Grandad are fighting again. The usual. My parents. I've got to get back before someone gets killed. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Well, I hope she makes it to the school before the bell goes, or she won't be allowed to do the exam.
It's one way to get out of it, I guess.
Do you want to run through that formula one more
No,
time?
forget it. I've got other things to think about, Nikki.
Scott, Lucy's going to be all right.
I know that, and she knows that. The question is, when is she going to tell everybody else? Lucy can see again.
What?
Ruth and Dad don't know. She's pretending she's blind so that Ruth will stay. Found out this morning.
Well, why didn't you say anything?
Well, I promised Lucy. I figured it's up to her.
Oh, yeah, and what if she doesn't?
Well, then I'll have to, but it's best if she does. I know how much she loves Ruth, but we've all got to grow up sometime. You can't always force people to do what you want.
Well, that's one load off your mind.
Well, doesn't make much difference, really. Between Lucy and Charlene, these exams are a write-off.
Beauty, he's got it. The bike part I've been looking for. I didn't really want to go that far to get it, but still, it's worth the trip. And she'll be in absolutely top shape. So this then. Charlene's the one sitting the maths exam, not you.
I've got to see the Building Society at 5. I want to be able to show them exactly how I stand, which isn't all that impressive.
It's worth a go.
Oh, I wish I could be as optimistic as you and Charlene. You know, she really is a good kid. She can't wait to leave school and get a job.
She's a battler, just like her mum.
Mm. Oh, dear. They're going to take one look at this and throw me out the door. I can't say I blame them. I mean, even if Charlene was working, our combined incomes wouldn't amount to very much.
No, but with my income, it'd probably do the trick.
What do you mean?
We could try for a joint loan.
Oh, Shane, it's a nice thought, but I really don't think either of us have got steady enough employment records to get past first base.
The landscaping business is picking up and I'm still chauffeuring for Home James.
Do you really think we might have a chance?
It's worth a try. Anyway, I'd hate to see Ramsay Street without a Ramsay owning a house in it. What time's that appointment of yours again?
5 o'clock.
It'll be tight, but I'll make it.
I don't want you speeding now.
On that bike, the way it's running at the moment, you're kidding.
All right, let's try it.
See you later, partner.
Ruth, could you come and sit down here for a minute, please?
What is it, love?
If you got the plane back to England now, would you make it in time for Diane's birthday?
Well, yes. But I told you, darling, she understands.
I love you, Ruth.
And I love you.
Even though I stopped you from going back home.
Lucy, you mustn't feel bad about that. You need me, and that's all that matters right now.
You won't love me, not when I tell you the truth.
Lucy, what is it?
You're wearing your maroon skirt, the one I like best.
Yes, I am. But what's that? Lucy?
It happened yesterday. I knew I should tell, but I didn't want you to go. I wanted you to stay so much.
Dry your eyes and drink your milk. There's a good girl.
Why are you being so nice to me after I've been so awful and told lies and spoiled Diane's birthday?
Because I understand why you did it, darling. It wasn't so very long ago that I did something similar.
How do you mean?
I told a lie.
You did?
You remember? I told your father I had no money and it wasn't true. I couldn't bear the thought of having to leave you all, so I pretended that I still needed help and he let me stay.
What I did was worse.
Not really. You did it for the same reason I did. Because you loved someone and wanted to be with them.
It was still wrong.
Oh, yes. We were both wrong. It's very important to be truthful, especially with those you love.
Dad's gonna kill me.
He'll be so happy you can see again. There won't be room for anything else. And I think that's the way we should leave it.
You mean don't tell him?
I think we've both learned our lesson. Let's just give him the good news, all right?
You can be at home in time for Diane's birthday, can't you?
Well, first I'll call your dad and tell him the news. And then I'll check and see if there's still a seat on the plane.
I miss you, Ruth.
And I'll miss you very much.
Scott, you reeled off all those formulae to me without a mistake. So give it a rest now. You'll just end up confusing yourself.
My mind is just going to go blank once we're in the exams anyway, Vikki. Just...
Jane's going to miss the exam if she doesn't hurry up.
Yeah. How's he? Looks like he's ready for a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, well, he's going to blow the exam the way he's going.
Maybe I should talk to him.
I wish you would. I know he's acting like he doesn't want anything more to do with you, but that's all it is. A big act.
Okay, here goes. Hi.
Sherwin, I'm trying to concentrate.
I'm too scared to open a book in case I find out how much I don't know.
Yeah, well, I need every extra minute I can get.
Can't we just be friends? I know I caused a lot of trouble for you, but
You can say that again.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I really am.
Not half as sorry as I am.
I just wanted you to know how I feel.
Look, I really don't care how you feel anymore.
Well, can't we just talk about it?
Talk, right. Well, where would you like to start? With Susan and Sam, with your drinking? Or what about a nice little friendly chat with your mate Warren?
You know I had to help Susan. And you were really terrific about it when I
Yeah, well,
explained.
I'm just getting a bit sick and tired of being used up. Just leave me alone.
Okay, I will. Look, I'm sick of you too. Sick and tired of you whinging like a little baby. And I'll tell you something else. I hope you do fail your exams. Another year at school might just make you grow up.
I couldn't help overhearing your lover's tip. You really told her where to get off.
Just mind your own business, Sue.
Oh, but it is my business. You two have been a big item around here. Got another girlfriend lined up?
Just stay out of it, please.
You and your little clique think you're so smart. Too good for the rest of us? Well, we'll see about that after the exam.
Take it easy, you'll make it.
I'll be ringing the bell any second.
Hop on. You want to get there on time, don't you?
Well, yeah, but
I'm not asking you to drive across the Bláhová on it,
then I'll have a fit.
so we won't tell her. Come on, hop on.
Oh, thanks.
Do you think that you ought to give those back to Ruth now that she's going home?
She said I could keep them. I wish she didn't have to go.
We're all going to miss her, darling. But she did keep a promise to you. She stayed until your eyesight returned.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me about the big moment. What was the first thing you saw?
It was blurry.
It's not blurry now, is it? I mean, you can see me clearly. That's the main thing.
Dad, can you ask Ruth to come back and live with us again, please?
It wouldn't really be fair to Ruth or to her family, darling.
I wish you loved her as much as I do. Then she'd stay.
Well, you should have given me a shout.
They're not that heavy. I could easily manage them at the airport.
Way I'm driving you, and that's final. Lucy and I want to wave goodbye to you, don't we, darling?
I just have to get something.
I'll miss her.
We'll all miss you. I can't believe I'm never going to see you again.
We've been through it all, Jim. There's no future for us.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I've made a good friend and I've learned to love your family. I'll always treasure that.
I want you to have it.
The Little Prince. Lucy, darling, that's your favourite story. I can't take that.
But I want you to, so I know you'll never forget me.
Jane isn't going to make it. It's not fair. Old Mangle expects her to top the class and she stacks on a turn and makes Jane late.
Hey, what's Shane doing here?
I don't know. How you sat with him?
It's Jane.
That was fantastic.
Thought you'd enjoy it.
Oh, thanks, Shane. If it hadn't been for you, I'd never have made it.
Always happy to help a lady.
First I've ever heard. Never gives me a lift to school.
Oh, that's because you're not a lady.
That's for us.
Well, good luck, girls.
Thanks. Thanks again for the ride.
No worries.
Let's go. Such a high. Probably won't remember a thing.
Did your grandparents make up?
Oh, not really. At least they stopped throwing plates when I left. Hey, where's Mike?
Oh, he had to return a book to the library, but I gave him your message.
I suppose I better meet him where I said. I'll come with you.
See you later. Hey, Scott, where are you going?
Grab a drink.
Yeah, well, you better hurry up or they'll lock you out of the exam.
Might be just as well, hey?
You're not going in, are you?
Yeah.
You're up to something, Scott.
Look, back off. I know what I'm doing.
I'm not going in until you tell me what you're up to.
It's better off that you don't know, Nikki.
Don't know what?
Look, the only way I'm going to pass these exams is if I take the answers in with me.
You're going to cheat?
If I've got the formulas, I'll be okay.
Oh, Scott, that's crazy. There is no way you can smuggle a book in
I
there with you.
won't need to. I'm going to take the answers on my wrist.
I don't believe this.
Well, you said yourself I knew the formulas. It's not really cheating. It's just a safety measure.
Oh, the supervisor won't think so if he catches you. No one will.
Yeah, well, the way I've been going, I've got absolutely nothing to lose.
Scott, please,
Just
don't
stay
do
out
it.
of it, Nikki.
Scott! Scott!
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
You're going to cheat?
If I've got the formulas, I'll be okay.
Oh, Scott, that's crazy. There is no way you can smuggle a book in
I
there
won't
with you.
need to. I'm going to take the answers on my wrist.
I don't believe this.
Well, you said yourself I knew the formulas. It's not really cheating. It's just a safety measure.
Oh, the supervisor won't think so if he catches you. No one will.
Yeah, well, the way I've been going, I've got absolutely nothing to lose.
Scott, please,
Just
don't
stay
do
out
it.
of it, Nikki.
Scott! Scott!
Oh, Daddy gonna make sure they pass you?
At least I've got a father.
Cool it, Lenny.
She's not worth it.
What's the matter? Your mind gone blank or something?
Mine hasn't.
Well, whose has?
Scott's. Not just blank, he's lost it completely.
I could have told you that days ago.
Yeah, well, he's really flipped now. He's going to cheat in the exam.
Oh, what? I'll never get away with that.
Well, they'll chuck him out. I'm gonna stop him.
It's no good you talking to him. Maybe Mike could.
I can't believe he'd do that. He's not that stupid.
No, he's desperate. He knows the stuff. He's just lost all his confidence. He's got everything on his mind at the moment except maths.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not the one that broke it off.
Look, maybe I could talk to him.
What's the luck?
Yeah, well, you guys go to the exam room. I'll see if I can find him.
Good morning, Mrs. Mangle. Another pillar of industry setting off to do her bit for the Australian economy, I see.
You look just like a doctor.
Yes, I do, don't I? Decided it was time I dressed for the part. I don't know how much longer it'll last, though.
Oh, for some time, one hopes. Better a doctor than a lunatic, I'm sure.
Hey, you're not thinking of changing your job, are you?
I certainly am not. Excuse me.
How many interviews is that so far?
4.
I'd like a word with you, Mr. Robinson, if it's convenient.
Of course. Come in. Sit down.
In private.
Just leaving.
I realize it must be some sort of mistake, but it's very embarrassing to have the staff show you your advertisement for a job.
It's no mistake, Mrs. Mangle.
Oh, so I'm to be retrenched, am I? I suppose it makes no difference that I've worked my fingers to the bone only to be cast aside.
Hold on. Just hold on a minute. You knew the position was only temporary?
Well, yes, until Mrs. Mitchell completed her course. But I'm aware that Mrs. Mitchell chose her family ahead of your
Yeah,
generosity.
well, Major's reasons for returning aren't under discussion at the moment. It does mean, however, that the position is now available and you're more than welcome to apply for it.
Apply? I've been doing this job without one complaint. Now, if you weren't satisfied with my efforts, the correct thing to do would have been to discuss this with me first.
I'm perfectly satisfied.
Then why are you looking for someone else?
Because I want the best housekeeper available. Now, that may well turn out to be you. But how am I going to know if I don't make comparisons?
Huh. I suppose you're looking for some pretty young thing fresh out of catering college with a string of certificates, are you?
Not necessarily. Look, in the small time that you've been here, you've done an excellent job. But it's been quiet. Or would you be able to cope if the chef walked out in the middle of dinner, leaving a dining room full of guests? Or difficult guests? Or trouble with the staff? Or even a strike? You see, being the housekeeper here doesn't just mean ordering food and making sure we've got fresh linen.
I never thought it was, Mr. Robinson. I believe I'm more than capable of dealing with any emergency that could possibly arise.
Good. Well, should I add your name to the list of applicants then?
If you insist on going through with this farce.
I think we'll waive the interview in this case. I don't think it's necessary.
That's exactly what I've been telling you.
You might have killed me.
Hardly. I wasn't going fast enough.
You shouldn't be riding that noisy great thing around here. People are trying to have a quiet cup of coffee. You see, they've all had to go inside because of the noise.
Come off it, Mrs. Mangle.
This is a pedestrian area.
And an access road for vehicles.
Essential vehicles like delivery vans.
My bike was delivering me to work.
Don't you bandy words with me, young man. You're in the wrong and you know it.
I was just trying to get to work, Mrs. Mangle. I was riding very, very carefully, and you weren't looking where you were going.
You will not bring that machine into these grounds again. In future, you use your van.
Hang on a minute. It's none of your business how I get to work. I work in the garden, you work in the kitchen.
While I'm a housekeeper here, I'm going to ensure that our guests have some peace and quiet.
Great. You can tell your staff to tiptoe all day long around in their socks if you like, but you have got absolutely no authority over me. My contract is with Paul Robinson, not you, and I'll only take orders from him.
Then I hope he docks you for being so late. I'll make sure he knows.
And he's going to write the maths formulas on his wrists.
That's a very serious accusation, Sue.
I hate telling tales, Mr. White, but it's for Scott's own good. I mean, what would the rest of his life be like now he got through his HSC by cheating?
You don't get on very well with Scott and his friends, do you?
That's got nothing to do with it. Nobody should be allowed to get away with cheating.
Certainly not. I'll check it out.
Cutting it a bit fine, aren't you?
Stopping you from doing something stupid?
What are you talking about?
Don't act so innocent, Scott. I know you're going to cheat.
Oh, damn Nikki and her big mouth. I suppose the whole school knows about it by now.
Look, she's worried about you. I mean, if you get busted, you won't be able to sit for any more exams.
Mike, I won't get busted. I just wish you and Nikki would get off my back. It's my life, and if I mess it up, it's none of your business, okay?
Just a minute, Scott. Roll up your sleeves for me, will you, please?
Of these.
I'm sorry I had to do that, Scott. I was obviously misinformed.
Oh, yeah? By who?
I can't tell you that. You know that. But I'll be speaking to the headmaster about it. Now, you'd better get off to the exam room.
How am I supposed to concentrate? I mean, it was hard enough for me before.
I'm aware that you've been under a great deal of pressure lately, Scott. In fact, that's the only reason I took the suggestion that you were cheating seriously. You're not the kind of boy I'd expect to take the easy way out. I'm glad you proved me right.
Yeah, I know it's not your fault, but I'm starting to feel a bit shaky, you know?
Look, take a few deep breaths, walk slowly to the exam room, collect your thoughts, and put this little incident right out of your head. You've got more important things to think about, so just forget it. And good luck.
It's easy for him to say.
Well, I thought you were going to get sprung then. What happened?
Yeah, well, I changed my mind, didn't I?
Thank God you did. But Nikki said that
What would she know? I was going to, but when it came to the crunch, I couldn't go through with it. I tried to convince myself that I wasn't cheating, but no matter how you looked at it, it was.
Good old Robinson honesty, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. When I catch the person that dobbed me in, their life's just not going to be worth living.
I've finished the draft letter for the unsuccessful applicants.
Oh, thanks. Any more interviews?
2 more?
That last one was a bit of a dragon, wasn't she? She could out-mangle Mrs. Mangle any day.
Well, I'm sorry if I shouldn't have given her an interview, but her references were impeccable.
Susan, ease up. I wasn't criticising you.
Sorry. I guess I've been a little sensitive lately.
Yeah, well, I haven't exactly been the easiest person to work with either.
No, but I could have been a bit more understanding.
Let's say we're both to blame. That's better. Now, could I get a bigger smile if I asked you out to lunch?
Oh, I don't know.
You used to enjoy coming out to lunch with me.
There are a few things I plan to do at lunchtime, but I'll see what I can do. Thanks, Paul.
Susan, I want us to be friends.
Of course.
Just friends. It can't be anything more than that.
There's no rush, given time.
I don't want you to get your hopes up, that's all.
Of course not. Silly of me to think otherwise. Thanks for the invitation, but I really must do my shopping.
Some other time, then?
Oh, sure, some other time.
Well, it wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be.
Well, I wasn't wrapped, but I think I'll be okay. How about you, Jane?
It was all that stuff I revised yesterday, luckily. Scott didn't look too happy, though.
At least you didn't cheat.
Yeah, it's something, I guess.
Who'd you shoot your big mouth off to, Nikki?
Mike?
No, I know about him. Who else?
What difference does it make? You didn't cheat anyway.
No, someone put me in with Whitey. Unless it was you, I want to know who else knew about it.
Come on, Scott, we wouldn't dob on you.
Oh, no? Well, how did he find out about it? I mean, it's typical of Nikki to open a big mouth in front of the whole school.
Oh, and you think I'd want everyone in the school to know my cousin's a cheat?
Look, fighting about it is not going to help. Nikki told me, Jane and Charlene, no one else.
Charlene? Well, why didn't you tell me before? She said you'd hoped I'd fail.
Oh, come off it, Scott. She was upset.
Charlene would be the last one to dob anyone in.
Where is she then, huh?
We don't know.
She's gone home. She's probably sick of being around a whinger like you.
More like a guilty conscience, you mean?
Scott.
She said she hoped I'd fail. You heard her, didn't you?
Yes. But she was just angry because you were being so rotten to her.
She was worried when she found out. She wouldn't
Right.
tell Mr. White.
We'll find out then.
Mike, stop him.
Got more chance of stopping a semi-trailer, I think. Look, I might go and talk to Mr. White. He might tell me who it was.
Well, we may as well go to the coffee shop and wait.
Yeah, okay. Well, tell us when you find out.
Yeah, I will. I've got another exam this afternoon.
Hi. I can't keep track of you. What exactly is your job?
Helper-in-chief to all and sundry. Daphne's making one of the buffet lunches of the century. She's out to make an impression on one of Paul's business contacts. Things still not good at the office, huh?
I'll have to leave, Clive. It's getting impossible.
Hey, come on, things can't be that bad.
Well, have you ever tried spending a whole lot of time with someone you're in love with? All they want to be is just good friends.
Yeah, can be tough, all right. But you can handle it. Remember how much trouble you had getting a job in the first place?
Well, if I didn't remember, I'd have left already. I suppose everything gets easier with time.
That's the spirit. Listen, how about we go out tonight and paint the town green?
Isn't it supposed to be red?
Yeah, well, when you've got hair my colour, you look for something different.
Oh, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I'm going to be lousy company. Is it okay if we just have dinner at home?
All right, Sam and I can talk amongst ourselves on one condition, that we get dressed up for dinner.
You're on.
Good. Now, you wait here and I'll fix you up something to keep you going in the meantime, okay? Now, where's my psychiatric nurse today?
You need the doctor, not the nurse.
That spaced-out machine needs Charlene's help, not me.
She's at home. Yeah, and if anybody needs help, it's probably her.
Thanks, Charlene. Thanks a lot.
Come in, why
Yeah, well, you're lucky I didn't break the door down.
Well, make sure you open it on your way out then.
Hey, don't walk away from me.
Should you, idiot? What the hell are you on about anyway?
You putting me into Mr. White? Oh, come on, Charlene, as if you didn't know.
You're a wombat.
Oh, yeah? Then how did Whitey know I was going to cheat, hey?
You got caught.
No, I didn't cheat in the end.
So what's all the fuss about then?
I thought I could trust my friends, not have them blabbing off to the teachers.
You've been acting like a pig for weeks. But this time you've gone right over the top.
Hold on. You said you wanted me to fail,
Well,
right?
the way you've been carrying on, you don't deserve to pass.
I knew you'd have done it.
Get real, Scott. Do you honestly think I'd report you? Or anyone else for that matter? I've been in more trouble than the lot of you put together.
Charlene, nobody else could have possibly done it.
Yes, they could.
Stay out of it.
No, don't. What do you mean?
Sue Parker.
Figures. That'd be typical of her.
Right, I suppose a little birdie told her.
No,
huh?
actually, it was more like a galah, Scott. You told her. She heard you talking to Nikki.
There you go.
I think you're a wombat. Mike thinks you're a galah.
I suppose she just broke down and confessed, did she?
No, she didn't. I went to see Whitey and he let it slip that the principal was looking into it. So I hung around outside the office to see who came out. I think you should apologise to Charlene. I've got an exam to go to.
Don't bother apologising. Just get out.
Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking it was you.
Can't I? If that's what you think of me, I never want to see you again. Starting right now.
Hey, should we go and see if Charlene's okay?
No, well, that's where Scott probably is, and I've had enough of him for one day. I suppose that's where Mike got to.
G'day. Did you get your exam on time?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for riding the bike. I loved it.
Give me a car any day.
You've got no sense of adventure.
Look, I'm going up the country to pick up some gear now. Do you want to come for a run?
I better not. You'll be gone a while.
Oh, I've got to be back by 5 or else Auntie Madge's going to have my guts for garters. Got an appointment with the Building Society.
You might as well. Your next exam isn't until tomorrow afternoon.
Well, I suppose I'll have tonight, tomorrow morning to study.
And Mike's doing the exam now, so you wouldn't be able to spend any time with him anyway.
Well, come on, make up your mind or else I never get back in time for the appointment.
Okay, I'll go. As long as we're back by 5, Nan will never know.
Yeah, well, you better get a move on. She does work here now, remember?
Yeah, I know. She's already had a go at me about bringing the bike into Lassiter's.
Nikki!
Hello, Mrs. Mangle. I'm in an awful rush. I really have to get to the library.
You've got time to tell me whether or not that was my granddaughter on the back of that contraption.
Contraption?
Shane Ramsay's motorcycle.
Well, yes, it was.
Just as I thought. Well, I'll have something to say to that young lady when she gets home. Making a spectacle of herself. Risking life and limb. I knew she could.
Great, great. All right, I'll pick you up at 7 o'clock then. Or would you rather I met you at the restaurant? Okay, see you then, Crystal. Bye.
Sorry, I didn't realise it was personal.
No, I've finished now. There's no need to leave.
All business numbers, I suppose?
I never claimed to be a monk, Susan.
Sorry, it's none of my business. Well, I'll see you in the morning unless there's something else.
There is, actually. I'd like to explain a few things.
That won't be necessary.
Look, I want you to know that I didn't rush straight from a relationship with you into one with someone else.
No, Crystal's probably the name of your dentist.
She's actually a girl I've known for quite some time. She's good fun and totally uncomplicated.
Bit late to tell me the qualifications you need for the job.
Look, what you and I had was something different. It was the beginning of a commitment that I couldn't fulfill.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm better off with the Crystals of this world. There's no demands either side. If I don't phone for 6 months, no problem. If she's busy, who cares? I call someone else.
Sounds very easy and very superficial.
It is. That's about all I can handle right now. Susan, you've got to accept that.
Oh, I get the message. Loud and clear.
Will you sit somewhere else, Scott? How am I meant to concentrate if you won't even sit still?
What do you need to concentrate for anyway? I mean, you're the whiskey. You should know it all by now, shouldn't you?
Look, will you just go over to the Ramsays? If you crawl enough, Charlene just might forgive you.
Forgive me? She said she never wanted to speak to me again. Not that that particularly worries me at all.
Well, I can't say I blame her.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Mike. Oh, how was chemistry?
Oh, it was okay, I think. Have you sorted everything out with Charlene yet?
You're gonna be joking.
I really wish you two would get your act together. I can't handle all this aggro, I'm afraid.
Yep, neither can I.
Yeah, well, tell her, not me.
Where's Jane? I thought she might be studying here.
She went somewhere with Shane on his bike. They were meant to be back by now. I guess they got held up.
Exactly like Charlene. Off with another fella as soon as your back's turned.
Well, look, why not? I mean, Shane's a good bloke. Where were they going?
Somewhere out of town. They had to pick up some spare parts for the bike or something.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have let Charlene go off with him, mate. You are just asking for trouble.
I'd like to have seen you try to stop her.
Jane is free to do whatever she wants. I mean, what's the point of going out with someone if you don't trust them? Well, I'll see you later, okay?
Bye, Mike. You know, Scotty, you could take some lessons from Mike. Now, he really knows how to treat a girl properly.
Yeah, so does Shane, according to his reputation. I wouldn't let my girl go within 10 feet of him.
Your ex-girl lives in the same house?
You know what I mean.
Oh, sure. You think every guy's got the same nasty little mind that you've got. Well, sort out your own relationships before you start giving other people advice.
Oh, Clive, this place looks wonderful.
Sam and I are dressed for dinner.
Oh. You didn't say anything about clowning around.
She's pinching our gag, Sam.
What am I going to be?
How about the daring young girl on the flying trapeze?
Oh, no way. I'm petrified of heights.
That's okay. Our trapeze is built especially for people like you.
Oh, Dr. Gibbons, you are your own best medicine.
Too kind, madam. Now, upstairs with you, your costume's on your bed. And it's okay, you're a clown, not an acrobat.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You're adorable. Crazy but adorable.
I think that means she likes me, Sam. Hey? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming. Mrs. Mangle.
Do you know where Jane is?
No, Nikki said that she went somewhere on the bike with Shane. They should be back by now.
Well, they're not. Do you know where they were going?
No.
Blasted motorcycles. I've told her I don't know how many times.
They'll be okay. They probably just got lost somewhere. Well, you know what they say. No news is good news.
In this day and age with telephones in every house, it means nothing of the kind. I know something terrible's happened to her. I'm calling the police.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
I'm calling the police.
Mrs. Mangle, will you try and calm down?
Calm down? You show me she's safe and I'll calm down. I blame you for this.
Me?
If Jane hadn't started seeing you in the first place, she would never have dreamed of doing something as stupid as this.
What's going on?
My granddaughter is missing.
Mrs. Mangle, will you please come inside? This place is crazy enough without people throwing hysterics on my front porch. Anyway, I can assure you, Jane isn't here.
That's not the problem, Des. She went off on Shane's motorbike. She should have been back hours ago.
I phoned every hospital in the area. What am I going to tell her parents?
I think you're jumping to conclusions, honestly. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation.
Well, Shane knows what he's doing on that bike. He rides very responsibly.
He wasn't so responsible with motor cars, was he? Jean Richards was his passenger and she's dead.
Oh, that's not fair.
Look, the bike could have broken down. It could be as simple as that.
She'd phone. I know that Ramsay boy wouldn't care, but Jane would phone.
Des, Jane's got an exam tomorrow afternoon. She'd be here studying if she could be.
I'll have that Jane Ramsay charged over this.
Oh, with what?
I'll think of something. Kidnapping.
Oh, hardly. And let's have no more of this ridiculous talk about charging people. We won't contact the police until we've tried everything else. Now, we'll start with the hospitals. Mike, get the phone book.
I told you I phoned the hospitals.
In this area. Mike, where were they going?
I don't know. It must have been a fair way if they weren't going to be back till 5.
I've already spoken to Nikki Dennison. She was with them before they both rode off, and she doesn't know where they were going. Neither does Mrs. Mitchell. Heaven only knows where he's taken her.
They didn't have time to get too far. Mike, get the street directory and mark a radius on the main map. We'll start with the hospitals in the outer suburbs and work our way in. Look, it's going to be all right.
I'll make you a cup of tea, Mrs. Mangle.
Better make it a strong one with plenty of sugar.
What do you think?
There's no denying one thing. Jane would have called if she could.
Oh, I can wring Shane's neck for this. It's all I need at the moment, that whining busybody giving me a bad time over the phone.
Mum.
Oh, thank you.
You are worried about them, aren't you?
Well, Jane's not the kind of girl to stay out like this, is she?
Well, you were just complaining about Mrs. Mangle. How would you like to live with her? Maybe studying HSC at the same time. Maybe she just wanted to get away for a few hours.
Well, Shane promised faithfully he'd meet me at the Building Society. I can't believe he let me down deliberately. Not that it really matters. I can't afford those repayments anyway.
You work something out, Mum.
Oh, we're running out of time. You better treasure this roof while you've still got it. I don't know, maybe you are right about Jane. I've given up trying to predict people's behaviour.
So right.
Oh, I know that tone of voice. Scott Robinson. If it really is as serious as that, Charlie... Right, put that cup down.
What?
Well, when you're having problems with Scott, you tend to squeeze. I've already got 2 cups without handles. I don't want a third.
Very funny. I'm glad my feelings are so funny.
Not funny, predictable. What's he done this time?
He got checked out by Mr. White at the exams for cheating.
Cheating?
He thought I put him in.
Well, he's only got himself to blame. If he was cheating, it was your duty to tell the teacher.
Mum, you've missed the whole point.
Oh.
For a start, he didn't cheat. He changed his mind, thank goodness. And secondly, I would never dob on him. You just don't do things like that. Unless you're a creep like Sue Parker.
Sorry, you've lost me.
The point is, he thought I could have dobbed him in. What does he think I am? I'll never get back with him now.
So it really is finished? I thought it'd blow over.
Not this time. But it won't worry you, will it?
Well, I won't be crying buckets, no. If I added up all the trouble you and Scott have conjured up since you've been together... But on the other hand, I don't like to see you miserable either.
Well, we have broken up. And tough luck, I am miserable.
Showtime! Didn't we meet once on the back of a cereal packet?
I feel really ridiculous.
You feel ridiculous. Imagine going to a chiropodist and shoes like these. They run a mile. Now, we can eat or we can throw it round the room. Take your pick.
Well, I better fix some juice for Sam because he might get thirsty later.
No sooner said than done. The hand is quicker than the eye. Orange juice, kid. You'll love it. A regular 3-ring cigarette.
Oh, stop it and feed me.
First seat on the aisle, best seat in the house. There we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and the young at heart, the greatest show on earth. You've read the book, you've seen the movie, now eat the menu.
Let me guess. Barnum and Bailey burgers?
You're warm, and so are the burgers. We've got high-wire hot dogs, lion tamer lasagna, and trapizza, and good wine for a funny lady.
Not very funny. I don't know any jokes.
You know me.
Oh, no, Clive, this isn't going to work.
Why do you think the good Lord gave you a rubber band?
Oh. Oh, right in my lap.
Not to worry, not to worry. Got this. And all we have to do is to rub 2 sticks together.
Clive, own up. You planned this.
What, the blackout? I wish I did, but the whole street's out.
Where did you get that?
Murphy's Op Shop, Transylvania. It's a mail order catalogue.
No lights, no music. I'm sorry about your circus.
The circus can wait. Right now, we're in a cave on the edge of a primeval forest. The tom-toms are beating in the darkness. The natives are getting restless. And the lasagna's getting cold. Yeah.
Oh! Oh, my foot! Oh.
No one move until we get some light. Des, what are you doing?
The candles were in this cupboard, weren't they?
Well, they were until you shifted everything around last weekend. I can hear you now. Place for everything in its place.
Shut up, Mike. There's a cupboard over your way. See if you can find anything there.
I want to call the police. Why don't you check with your husband? Perhaps Jane's already been in touch.
Mr. Mangle's away at present.
All the more reason you should be at home, just in case Jane does ring.
Walk home in the darkness. I could be assaulted.
Never know your luck.
What was that?
Oh, I said, what rotten luck, Mrs. Mangle, about the blackout.
Think I found some matches.
Oh, look, don't let the darkness get you down, Mrs. Mangle. It's like being at the pictures, that's all.
Dear.
Geez, Dad, remember the last time we went to the pictures?
Hard to forget.
Would you like me to jog your memory?
Ah!
Oh, Mrs. Mangle, I'm sorry, mistaken identity.
Ow! Dare you!
Oh, hi, Mr. Murphy.
Can I shout and get Mum in?
Oh, Ray, come on in.
Down a candle, pal. I've got a gas lantern in the boot of the car if you want to borrow it.
Oh, no, thanks for the offer anyway, but everything should be back on soon.
I'll be in my room studying.
Charlene, there's no power. You can't study by candlelight.
Well, I've got some notes on tape and there's batteries in the recorder.
Right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, love.
Oh, sit down, Ray.
Thanks.
There's a beer in the fridge.
No, thanks, so better not. Especially when I'm driving. Look, just sit down, please. I want to talk, and I want a fair hearing before you tell me to go and jump in the lake.
Well, that's reassuring.
I've got a proposal to make.
Yeah.
I know you're
Are you
upset,
sure
but you have
no
no
one of
right
that
to say something
description
like
has
that.
been
Oh, I might have known you defend him.
Shane would no more take advantage of Jane than Des would.
Right, I've recently had practical experience at his
Covers
tricks.
the hospitals. Now, just a second.
Shane probably talked her into going.
Mike!
Well, he must have. I mean, he's always bragging about racing girls off. What about that one that he had at Lassiter's in the caravan?
There is a big difference between a woman like Paddy Collins and a girl like Jane.
Do you realise they could be in another state by now? Thank goodness that kidnapping's a federal offence.
Now, just hold on. Do you think we can all stay calm? Look, I phoned all the hospitals. Now we will call the police. Only I'll do the talking and there'll be no mention of kidnap.
Oh, what am I going to tell her parents if that boy's turned Jane into one of Hill's angels?
That's Hell's angels.
Oh, God forbid.
Des, just call the police.
No problems?
Curled up like a lamb. I wouldn't mind being Sam sometimes.
That's the best time of your life. It's when you let go of Mum's hand and step out into the big wide world that it gets rough. You scrape your knee, you stub your toe, and then you strike the real problems. Other people.
Especially the ones you fall in love with.
Go and sit down. It's not every day I get a chance to share a glass of moonlight with the most beautiful girl in the world.
You don't mean that.
I may joke, but I never lie.
That's why you get hurt. You give too much. You should be more like Paul. He just takes. No strings and no commitments.
He's a bore.
Life's not very fair, is it? I know what Paul's like, but I keep on letting him hurt me.
Well, I wish I could do something about that.
I'm sorry, Clive. You've gone to so much trouble and I'm ruining it.
That's okay. Friend, yeah?
My best friend.
You know I can't accept.
Is that common sense or just pride?
Bit of both, I suppose. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a generous offer. It's very generous.
All right. You'll get the loan somewhere else. Where?
Oh, I still have options.
I talked to Shane, Madge.
Oh, Ray, you haven't got that kind of money.
I sold my house to Paul, didn't I?
Yes, but that's to buy yourself a new home.
Only a bachelor pad. Look, what's the use of owning a big house with all the travelling I do? It'd be a waste of money. I'll lend it to you at a fair interest rate with reasonable repayments. I get a return on my money, and you get to keep this place.
But you could get a better return almost anywhere else.
I agree. But I'd lose most of the profits in tax, so what's the point? It'll be legally drawn up. Strictly business. I wouldn't invest if I thought it was a bad risk. Madge, I'm not trying to buy things back the way they were. You won't owe me anything but the money.
Oh, Ray, I know that. You're a decent man. And you're right. I'd be a fool not to accept such a good offer.
Done then.
Thanks.
Do their best? What's that supposed to mean?
The police get cases like this every week, Mrs. Mangle. They can't perform miracles.
I expect value from money. I pay my taxes.
Look, Madge has probably heard from Shane by now. Why don't you go and check with her?
Oh, I intend to. I wanted to know just exactly what I think of that nephew of hers.
Did you have to inflict her on Madge?
Why should we be the only ones to cop it? It's not even our problem. And next time you go groping in the dark, I'd be a bit more careful if I were you.
Cut me up, Dave.
No, too late, lover boy. Wait till you see the look she'll get in the bank tomorrow. She'll have it all round the neighbourhood. That man is an octopus. Come on, Mike. You know Mrs. M's a panic merchant. Don't let her get you down.
Jane shouldn't have gone off with him.
Well, it's not every day she gets to go on a bike ride.
She's supposed to be my girlfriend. I'm studying my guts out for the exams and she's tearing around with the race-off king of Ramsay Street.
Jane may be your girlfriend, but you don't own her. She can choose her own friends, do what she wants to do, just like you. Well, you didn't mind when you first knew she'd gone.
They weren't hours late then, were they?
Being late doesn't mean she's done anything. She's never let you down before, has she?
No.
Besides, he's a nice guy, but Shane's not necessarily God's gift to women.
You certainly changed your tune since you were engaged to him.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he won you over, didn't he? I trust Jane. But if he's got his sights set on her, what chance have I got?
if you open your mouth a little wider, you might just be able to fit the other foot in.
Street lights back on.
Power must be back. I switched ours off after the blackout. Didn't want to risk a fuse. Would you like the lights back on?
No. It's okay, Clive. You know, I was a bit like Paul. I thought I could just take what I wanted from life. And then I had Sam. I want him to have a father who loves him and a happy home where he can grow up. I don't want anything for me, except the one thing I can't have.
Paul's still blaming himself for Terry's death. Maybe you should give him a little more time.
Time's not going to change anything. It's finished. How'd you fall out of love with someone?
Find someone else? You hungry, kid? You better get used to the good life, Sammy. The best house, the best education, a BMX bike. But don't ask me about women. That is one mystery you'll have to figure out for yourself. One day, when you fall in love, I'll tell you how I fell in love with your mum, and you are not going to believe it. Of course, I love you and protect you and tell you off if you do the wrong thing. I mean, that's what fathers are supposed to do, aren't they? Good morning. Did I ever tell you you look beautiful by moonlight?
Clive.
Yeah, go on. Tell me I'm biased. Breakfast is coming up. Oh, boy, this kitchen needs a fire extinguisher.
I'm sorry I got so maudlin last night. You went to so much trouble.
Hey, if you can't talk to me, who can you talk to? Anyway, I made myself a promise this morning. No more tears for this family. We are going to set new records on the happiness scale. Hey, take it easy, Sam. I'm here. Do you hear that voice? A born rock singer. Now, you could be a rock star if you let your old man manage the band. Huh? There you go.
Did I dream it last night, or did you come in and tell me Ray's lending us some money for the house?
Oh, don't you worry. I had to pinch myself when I woke up. When I heard Shane's bike come in, I almost got up and I thought, no, lie here and enjoy the good news. The bad news can wait.
So the repayment's okay?
Well, I don't know. We haven't worked out the details yet, but I hope so. Mind you, we'll have to budget.
Well, I told you. As soon as the exams are over, I'll get a job.
Oh, love, I do appreciate that, but I'm not having you jeopardise your future.
Well, I've still got to live somewhere. The family that kicks in together sticks in together. I guess this means we'll be seeing a fair bit of Ray Murphy.
Now, Charlene, this whole thing is on a purely business basis. The repayments are going to go into a bank account, and I'd like it if you drop this line of discussion.
Well, I like him, despite the egg roll he gave me.
Yes, well, I like him too. I'm really glad we can still be friends.
Good one, Mum.
Mrs. Mitchell.
Oh, no, not Mrs. Mitchell. I warned you last night.
I'm having your nephew charged with abduction.
Charlene, would you go and get Shane up, please? I think we should sort this out right now. So Jane is accusing Shane of abduction. Is that her story, Mrs. Mangle?
Jane didn't come home.
Mum, Shane's not there. His bed hasn't been slept in.
But I heard his bike come in last night.
It's not outside. What's he done with my granddaughter?
Mrs. Mangle, would you please stop shouting? I'm just as concerned as you are.
There's got to be some explanation.
Oh, not now, love. I think something's happened to them.
I've got a surprise for you.
I don't think I'm up to surprise.
You'll like this one. Once this place is mine, I'm putting half of it in your name.
Oh, Clive.
Now, I don't want any arguments. I want you and Sam to feel secure, and this is the best way.
Oh, Clive, you can't do that. Oh,
Hi, can I talk to Clive for a minute?
Yeah, of course. Come in.
Clive, I might go see Daphne before I go to work, okay?
Well, you going to come in, or do I get some walkie-talkies?
You heard about Jane?
Yeah, Matt rang me last night.
I still haven't come back yet.
Have you tried the hospitals?
Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily mean they haven't had an accident, does it?
You sound like you almost wish they had.
Well, it'd be an explanation. They only wanted to make some sense. Oh, except for...
Yeah?
Well, look, Des gets jealous of Daph's old boyfriends. I mean, it's not a crime.
You seriously believe that Shane's run off with Jane?
Yeah, it's stupid, I know.
You're right. They'd never get along with their names rhyming like that. Look, the two of them might be in some kind of trouble, but romance hasn't got anything to do with it.
I can't help the way I feel, can I?
You want a doctor's opinion? Jealousy won't do anything except ruin your digestion.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do about it?
I don't know. Get lucky? I did.
Susan, how did it happen? I let it happen. It was my fault, Daphne. I just felt so alone.
It's a bit hard to imagine Clive as the innocent victim.
Maybe. But after the way Paul's been, I just wanted to be with someone who cared about me. Daphne, what am I going to do?
Dad, have you seen... Oh, crikey, I'm sorry.
I'm being silly.
Listen to this. What happened last night happened because Clive was being kind to you. Maybe what you felt was the real thing.
I know how I feel about Clive. I think the world of him. Too much to pretend that I feel more than I do. I'm in love with Paul. Idiot that I am.
You're going to have to tell Clive that last night was a mistake.
I can do more than that. I'll have to move out. And I can't work with Paul anymore. I have to go away. And you know something? Erinsborough was the first place I really felt accepted. I thought I could make friends here and a home for Sam and me. But not anymore. Not anymore.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Susan, you're the only one who's saying you have to leave Erinsborough. If all the friends you've made are real friends, they won't want you to go. I certainly don't.
What about Clive?
What about Clive? He's a big boy now. He's really very intelligent underneath that ratbag exterior. You know that.
When he's been hurt too. When Linda died. I mean, he ran away from his medical career, remember?
Running away doesn't really solve anything for any of us. I must admit, I was tempted to run when I was engaged to Shane. I realised I loved Des. If I'd married him, knowing the way I felt about Des, it would have only led to unhappiness for the three of us. And Shane and I were lucky. We talked it out, and now he knows I'll always love him, but as a friend.
Do you think Clive will settle for friendship?
Don't know. It's worth a try.
I really do think the world of him.
So do I. And that's why you have to tell him the truth.
Are you sure you don't want something to eat?
No, this will be all right, thanks.
Look, they're not in any of the hospitals and the police haven't heard a thing, so it can't be anything serious.
If you had a girlfriend who spent the night with Shane Ramsay, you wouldn't think it was serious?
Well, not if I trusted her.
I trust her, all right. It's him I don't trust.
He knows she's your girlfriend.
Look, if he's so concerned about her being my girlfriend, why did he nick off with her on his motorbike all night?
Well, there could be a dozen reasons.
Oh, name one. Look, you've seen him up at Lassiter's. You can't keep him away from a good-looking woman. Scott reckons it's because he's trying to get over Daphne.
Maybe he does like to flirt a bit, but there's no way he'd deliberately cause all this trouble.
You don't know Jane like I do. She's led a really sheltered life.
Yeah, well, living with Mrs. Mangle, I believe that.
I'm her boyfriend. I'm her only boyfriend.
She'll make that clear to Shane if he tries anything.
You know, he better not or I'll break his neck.
Hey, just in time. Come and sit down. I've kept your breakfast warm.
Oh, I'll skip breakfast if you don't mind, Chloe.
Yeah, look, I better get going too.
Oh, no, it's okay. You'll have to excuse me because I'm running late for work and I want to take Sam over to Mrs. Kirkwood's.
Well, can't I do that for you?
Well, it's on my way. And, Clive, we have to talk, okay? Tonight?
Sure. Nothing I'd like better.
Isn't she fantastic? 1 in a million, as my Uncle Ted would say.
What's up with you two?
Isn't it obvious? We found each other.
Yeah, well, that's great, Clarke.
Hey, cheer up. Look, I know you're worried about Jane, but there's no need. I bet you anything you like there's a logical and simple explanation for what happened.
Yeah, well, there'd better be. For Shane Ramsay's sake.
Good morning, Mrs. Mangle.
It's hardly a good morning for me, Mr. Robinson, so I hope you'll excuse me if I don't reciprocate.
Well, you better come in.
Thank you.
I've just made a cup of tea.
Oh, no, thank you. I want to talk to Nikki and Scott.
Well, they're both still asleep.
At this hour?
Well, it is only just after 7:30. They do have an exam today, and I thought they could do with a sleep in.
I wonder if my granddaughter's sleeping. I haven't slept all night. How could anyone sleep? Please wake them.
You better come and sit down, Mrs. Mangle. Believe me, we're all concerned about Jane.
It certainly doesn't appear that way, Mr. Robinson.
I do know how you feel. When Lucy went missing, I just couldn't stop myself from imagining the worst.
It's such a dreadful responsibility. I know I should contact Jane's parents in Hong Kong, but what would I say? And if they get the next plane home and she is all right...
I don't think you should contact them, not yet.
One feels so helpless in a situation like this.
Is Mr. Mangle home?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just wondered what he thought about it.
He's up in Queensland on business with his firm, and he'd be no help whatsoever. Well, you've met him, a man of few words. I often ask myself what he's thinking. He sits there at the dinner table and just stares at me. Some nights he doesn't even speak. He just stares.
Well, I will go and wake up Scott and Nikki, although I don't think there's anything they can say to help. They haven't any idea where your granddaughter went with Shane.
No, let them sleep. Their exams are important. Oh, Jane's a good girl, Mr. Robinson. It's just not like her to stay away without getting in touch with me. She knows how I worry if she's even a few moments late home from school. And I'm sure something terrible's happened to her.
Hey, Shane!
What is it?
Look, it's a lizard.
We're supposed to be looking for the bike, not a flaming lizards, Jane.
Sorry. It's just so pretty out here.
Maybe I could appreciate it a little bit more if I knew that our folks back in Ramsay Street were wondering where the hell we'd been all night.
Nan will be having kittens.
Tell you what, we can come back some other time and look at the lizards and everything.
Yeah?
That's if there is another time, knowing your grandmother.
Should be all right once we get to the phone. It's the exams I'm worried about. I know it's not your fault, Shane, but if I miss any, I won't have enough marks to go to uni.
You won't miss those exams. Well, I'll get you there, even if you have to swing through the trees like Tarzan and Jane. But before we do anything drastic, I think we should just keep looking for the bike.
What did Susan say?
It was a girl-to-girl talk.
Yeah, this is a husband and wife talk. You can tell me everything now. We're married.
Oh, no. You got too much of a sticky beak, so I won't.
Oh, that's the way you feel, okay.
Oh, Des. I have to have secrets from you. Gives me an air of mystery.
Oh. Just tell me one thing. Is it true that you only love Shane as a friend?
There's Clarke of all the rotten tricks. You were listening at that door when Susan was here.
I was not. The door was open. Slightly.
Bless them, Mrs. Mangle.
I was going to tell you that before we got married, but, well, bloke's got to have some secrets, hasn't he? I'm your husband. Treat me with respect.
Respect? I've a good mind to call the head of your bank and tell him you're nothing but a common eavesdropper. Des, let me go!
Sorry.
Hi, Mike.
Do you want me to come back later?
Yeah. No. We were just, talking.
Did Clive offer any helpful suggestions?
Oh, you know, Clive. Always look on the bright side of life. You sure that Jane's okay?
And he's right. So why don't you relax and do some study for those exams and I'll get you breakfast.
Can't really think about study at the moment, let alone food.
Come on, Mike. You're just moping all day. Do you good to concentrate on your books?
Yeah, might as well get him.
Where the hell can those two be?
I could have sworn it was this way.
Look, why don't we flip a coin? Heads it's this way, tails that way.
Might as well. We've tried everything else. This way.
Okay. Why don't you go that way and I'll go this way?
All right. Don't get lost.
I'll yell if I do. Shane! Shane!
What is that?
I found it.
How about that, eh? Been within a few hundred yards of the thing the whole time. Now, cross your fingers that she'll start.
It didn't start last night. I don't see why it should this morning.
Don't be such a defeatist, Jane.
I think we should just find the main road and hitch a ride.
She's going to miss out on her exam.
There's still time, Mrs. Mangle.
For all we know, time may have run out altogether for that poor child. One hears such dreadful stories.
Mrs. Mangle, please don't upset
Mrs.
yourself.
Clarke, I do hope you don't mind me asking about Shane Ramsay.
No, what about him?
Well, you were engaged to him in between your engagements to Mr. Clarke.
Yes, I was engaged to Shane.
Well, in that case, you'd be in a position to tell me honestly if he had... Well, if he had any secret proclivity towards teenage girls.
Of course Shane likes girls, Mrs. Mangle. He's a normal guy. But he treats them with the greatest respect. There's no way he'd drag Jane off against her will.
Hi, Daphne. Hello, Mrs. Mangle. How are you?
Not very well at all, Dr. Gibbons. Not very well at all.
Aha. How did you sleep last night?
Oh, I didn't sleep at all.
I think you should go home and put your feet up for a while. Take a nap. Doctor's orders.
Oh, perhaps you're right. I do feel rather washed out. I can't keep my mind on work. Oh, Mrs. Clarke, thank you for the tea.
Since you saved her life, you can make her do anything.
Poor old thing. I feel sorry for her. I'd love to know where those two got to.
Wouldn't we all?
Hey, don't you start worrying. They'll turn up sooner or later. Large as life.
I guess so. Now, what can I do for you?
You can congratulate me.
What for?
Daff, I think it's all happening. In fact, it has happened. Susan told you, didn't she?
Told me what?
Oh, come on. I know she went round to see you first thing this morning. She loves me.
She hasn't told me that, Clive. Has she told you that?
No, not exactly. Not yet.
I don't think you should be saying anything to me. Well, not until you're sure.
I am sure. You're not just anyone, Daff. You're the best friend in the world, apart from Susan.
Cappuccino machine.
Sorry?
I said it was crook.
Oh, yeah. So, over here.
It's all right. I'm sure he's done this a million times before. He's a fully qualified technician. You will warm your hands first, won't you? Well, I've got to get going. I've got an important call to make.
He's a doctor.
Well, they say it takes all kinds.
Yep. All kinds.
Hello, Susan. Is Paul in?
I'm sorry, Jim. He's gone to see a client. Would you like to leave a message?
No, it's all right. I just wanted to thank him for helping Scott out with the problem, but I'll talk to him later. How are you two getting along together?
Not too good. Your son is confusing the hell out of me.
He does that to me occasionally, too.
I know he had a really unhappy marriage, but I thought all that bitterness was behind him. Yet when Terry died, he was like a stranger.
Paul's frightened of being hurt again. I think that any girl who hopes for some sort of serious involvement with him would be well advised to forget about it. For the meantime, anyway.
What if she honestly believes she can help him?
Then you'd have to accept that you'll probably end up getting hurt. Susan, Paul's my son and I love him. I want him to be happy again. And if I had my way, he'd end up with a nice girl like you. But it's over to Paul to decide, not me.
Well, maybe a girl like me should look elsewhere.
Maybe. If she can find a nice, uncomplicated bloke. I better get back to work.
Thanks for talking to me. It helped.
Good morning. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to present these to the lovely Miss Susan Cole from an ardent admirer.
Thanks, Clive. They're beautiful.
Are you alone?
Yeah, what's happened?
Jane just phoned me.
Is she okay?
Well, that remains to be seen. But from the brief discussion on the phone, she insists they're all right.
Where's she been all night?
She claims they were lost in the bush. A likely story.
Why would she lie?
Why, indeed. She's lying to protect that Shane Ramsay. Everyone knows his reputation with women. An innocent girl like Jane would be quite a feather in his cap. Oh, the neighbours are going to have a field day. You know how they love to gossip in the street.
What time did she say she'd be home?
Well, she said that she hopes to be back in time for the exam. But mark my words, I'll be standing in Ramsay Street waiting for the pair of them.
Yeah. So will I.
G'day.
Hi.
Hi, Daph.
Hi. This gentleman's managed to fix a cappuccino machine.
What was wrong with it?
This.
Oh, it's an old sixpence.
Took some finding too. It was jamming the release valve.
How'd it get in there?
This isn't just any old sixpence. When I took the shop over, the previous owners told me they taped the very first sixpence they earned to the back of the machine. Well, it must have fallen off and got caught in the works somehow. I'd forgotten all about it.
Why'd they do a thing like that?
It's good luck, I suppose.
Well, you've certainly had good luck ever since you took over from this place.
What good luck?
Well, you married me, didn't you?
Yeah. And that was the luckiest day of my life.
That'll be $55, thanks. For the repair.
$55
That's
for
crazy.
sixpence?
And if you argue to the next half hour, it'll be another $25.
I think I might hang on to this sixpence. Might bring me good luck.
Oh, it has already.
Any news?
They're on their way back.
You see, I told you they'd be all right.
That remains to be seen.
So what happened?
They reckon they got lost in the bush.
Well, that does happen. Quite often.
Not to a granddaughter of mine, it doesn't.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Mangle. Look how worried you were a few hours ago. The most important thing is that they're both okay. Give them a chance to tell you the full story before you start jumping to conclusions.
Clive, we know what happened. Shane talked her into going for a ride on his bike. They spent the night somewhere. I mean, only a fool would believe that rubbish about getting lost in the bush.
I'd believe it.
How would you feel if Susan was the one who went out and didn't come back?
Susan wouldn't do that.
And yesterday, both Mike and I could have sworn that Jane wouldn't either.
Well, better get back to the bank. See you, Dad.
See ya.
Hello again, Susan.
Hi, Jez. I just popped in for a chat with Daphne.
Another one? Well, actually, Daph, I might have that second cup of tea, thanks.
Goodbye, Desmond.
Bye. Right, okay, see you. Bye.
Bye.
You spoken to Clarke?
Oh, he turned up at the office with a huge bunch of flowers. Oh, he's such a lovely guy. Maybe I could make him happy.
And then again, you might make the two of you desperately unhappy.
I haven't forgotten what you told me this morning. But there's little Sam, too. He needs a good father and a home. And Clive already loves him. But the more I think about it, the more I believe I could grow to love him.
What about Paul?
No. It's a waste of time thinking about him. His father made that pretty clear.
Susan, for goodness sake, don't rush into anything with Clive. You could both get badly hurt.
I won't. I promise.
No sign of them yet, I suppose.
No. Look, I might go and do my study. I'm wasting my time hanging around here.
Yes, you go, Mike. Those exams are terribly important. And I know exactly what to say to them when they both get back.
All right, Mrs. Mangle, before you say anything, it was all my fault.
No, it wasn't. It was no one's fault. Look, Nan, I know you must have been really worried, but well, there was nothing we could do. Mike, you wouldn't believe what happened to us.
Yeah? Try me.
Well, there was no way knowing that we could get to a phone. It was getting later and later, so we decided to bed down till daybreak.
Where was that exactly?
Well, in the bush. I told Nan on the phone.
Must have been pretty cold out there.
Ah, that's where the old Boy Scout training came in handy. We relied on each other's body warmth.
I knew it. Jane, how could you do this to me?
What's wrong with you two? I thought you'd be happy to see us back safe and sound.
I'll certainly be pleased to see the last of you, Shane Ramsay.
All right, Mrs. Mangle, what are you suggesting?
Don't play the innocent with me. Mike and I both know what really went on last night.
Well, then why don't you tell us, as we all know?
Yeah, tell us, Mike.
Forget it. Can't be bothered arguing.
Listen, mate. If that's all the trust that you've got in a girl like Jane, you deserve to lose her.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Someone's got to talk some sense into you. I know I'd be treating her a hell of a lot better than what you are at the moment. Go and apologise.
I don't need you to tell me what to do.
You sure as hell do, because you're behaving like a stupid little kid. It'd serve you right if you did lose her.
Someone like you, maybe.
Yeah, why not? I wouldn't mind.